Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the toss. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
LSU right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
The pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Texas offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Back to the air one more time. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. No huddle offense to the line. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs,
unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU. Over. Playbook here on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He leaves it with his back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Got his man quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Tigers are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that...
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. North Texas in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. 3rd down play from the gun. It's caught. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
But what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To the air. It's Rivers. Complete. Got room at the 35. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. Between the uprights, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the 2nd half. First drive, get him in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
North Texas will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Everett. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The whole thought process is just getting the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on the punt return.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. North Texas in the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. The play-action fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air, it's Rivers. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Rivers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Bounced off his feet. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Works the middle of the field. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Offense getting set for 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. They're bringing heat. Pulls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Fakes his man out. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads quickly. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Snags it over the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he got loose. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down.
Touchdown, North Texas. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peppers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They want to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
3rd and inches, and the offense trying to throw the football. The defense, they weren't fooled. They just got upfield, and they got pressure on the QB.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Everett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and...
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the '07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by 10 to USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the offense on second down. After run, now throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. He's got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps...
Touchdown, Mean Green! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he's looking downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Powers through the defender.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
Touchdown, North Texas. They strike first here in overtime. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Quarterback will audible. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On second down, wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Everett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Direct snap. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Rivers. Using his feet to buy time. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. Fires one high and deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.